Hello everybody and welcome to the Real Tarot 1123. This is a impromptu reading that I'm doing for the Astroworld, the concert that went bad and so many innocent people lost their lives. It was such a tragedy, totally avoidable, totally avoidable. And this guy, what's his name? Travis Scott, right? Yeah, so I don't follow all these new age singers and all that, so I don't really like. If you were to tell me like randomly, hey, have you heard Travis Scott? I would be like, who? Simply because I don't follow that genre of music or whatever. So, having said that, this is a very, very, very unfortunate. I was just trying to look up his date of birth so that I could, pull up his astrology chart. But I don't know. I'm not going to worry about his astrology chart. It's a very unfortunate situation, and of course, yes, somebody sent me a message saying that FYI, he is one of the Kardashian sister's husband or something like that. So that's a whole nother story. So I just want to, address this situation. A lot of people will be, it was completely avoidable, absolutely avoidable, totally avoidable. But there's more to it about this gentleman, this performer. And before you continue to watch this video, please know that this is a disclaimer I'm going to state. This is for entertainment purposes only. These are my opinions and my observations. You please go and do your own research, do your own due diligence, and come to your own conclusions and form your own opinions. If you don't like what I see or what I say, then keep moving. There is no need for foul language. There is no need for you to come after me, because if you do, you're just making yourself look stupid. So, just saying. This is a disclaimer. We are all entitled to our opinions. Absolutely, we all are. If you disagree, you disagree. That's totally okay. Move on. Go find some other channel where they're going to, they have a narrative that suits your convenience. I'm sure there's some channel out there that would do that. So go follow them. Okay? Travis Scott. What is the energy around Travis Scott? Totally avoidable. Totally avoidable. Can you guys see though? Yeah, there you go. So that way you all will be like, oh, she pulled out this card, but then who knows? Yeah. So now you can see energy for Travis Scott. Cancer. The Earth card. And he was born on 30th of April, correct? Let me make sure. April 30th, 1991. So April 30th. Where did my little information sheet go? Hang on one second. Give me 1 second, you guys. April 30th, 1991. I suppose I will pull up his astrology chart after all. Hang on, y'all. Okay, yeah, there we go. Houston, Texas. Submit. Yeah, April 30th, 1991. Based on my research, that's the date of birth I found for him. Actually, somebody sent it to me, I should say, and I, of course, had to cross-check. So he's a Taurus sun. And where is his Taurus Sun, Moon in Sagittarius, Mercury in Aries. Okay. All right, so Taurus. And then we have Cancer. So 1, 2, 3. The third house is immediate environment and short trips. Okay. All right. So, all right, there we go. We're back. Let's see. Okay. And then we have the Earth card, which is again very Taurus, very... and Taurus is ruled by Venus, and Venus is a female energy. This, I wouldn't be surprised if it is his wife. I also feel like she's protecting something. I feel like she is, yeah, she's pregnant, obviously, right? But she's also seeming to be very protective of her pregnancy. I almost feel like she wants to take a step back, and she doesn't. She's trying to distance herself from this situation. And then we have the Air card. Mercury. Let's start with this. Mercury rules Gemini, so that's a second house. Values, talents, possessions, ability to earn money. I'll show you guys the cards. Oh, how appropriate. How appropriate. So we have the Wheel of Fortune, we have the Hangman, the Death card, right? And then we have the Sun card. Okay. So what I am beginning to see over here is definitely Cancer. So 1, 2, 3. The third house is immediate environment and short trips, etc. They're all going to be stalled. Absolutely going to be stalled. With the Earth card, it is definitely showing up to be his significant other. Yes, the whole world knows she's pregnant, so it's not like I'm whatever. But she's doing whatever she can to protect herself from that this situation. She wants to distance herself. Now let's go back from the start, okay? We have Cancer card, like I said, as the third house, okay? His immediate environment, his short trips, etc. are all in a turmoil now. With the Wheel of Fortune, of course, is Jupiter. It's about, movement, fortune, etc., etc. And the wheel turns to reveal secrets. So there is a lot going on behind the scenes with this young man. A lot of people, have been messaging me and asking me, is it an occult thing? Is it this? Is it that? Well, I will tell you for sure that he has dabbled in the dark arts. Okay? Whether you want to call it, let's just call it he has dabbled in the dark arts. One way or the other, he's connected to some sort of a closed, tight-knit community organization that does on a regular basis meet and have their own kind of a house rules, their own code of conduct, their own membership, if you know what I mean, without divulging too much into that. So he definitely is participative of that. And let's understand, let me also state here that some people may find him to be very talented, naturally talented, and some people may not find him naturally talented. They may say it's all, like how you get pushed up, you have the right agent, you do the right things, and then you fall into the limelight. Okay, a little bit of luck too. A little bit of deviousness, all those things. But those people who are genuinely talented, they don't ever see fame simply because they don't have the right backing. This guy falls into the first description. His talent, in my opinion, so don't go after me. This is my opinion. I'm just saying these are my observations. I don't necessarily believe he is that genuinely talented that he would have been able to gain all the fame that he has accomplished so far purely based on his talent. His associations with certain individuals and certain groups have definitely pushed him up to where he is. So read between the lines. Then we have the Earth card, which I clearly said is his significant other. And she is, of course, everybody knows she's pregnant, good Lord. With that family, they sneeze and the whole world knows about it because they have to make it known. I have my own opinions about that family, which I'm not going to get into. And look at this card right under her. It's the Hangman. So she is definitely going to go into a mode of, I want to detach myself for this thing. I'm going to literally hide, and I'm going to be in a state of limbo, and I'm going to wait and watch. I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to do anything. I'm not going to make a decision. I'm not going to go one way or the other. I'm just going to step back, detach myself from this whole thing, and I'm just going to wait and watch. Then we have I'm going to come back to that. Then we have the Air card. Okay. Now, as we know, the Air card is associated with Gemini, with Aquarius, and Libra. Now, if I take, he's a Taurus, if I take Gemini, and Gemini has Mercury, guess who showed up besides Gemini? It's Mercury. So, what I'm going to say is, with the second house, Gemini is the second house because he's a Taurus, correct? Let me make sure. Where is his house? Yeah, he's a Taurus. So, so with Gemini and Mercury over there, and Gemini is the second house, his talents, his possessions, his money, his ability to earn income are all going to be under the spotlight now. Under his talent and everything, he's got contradictory type of cards, but it's not really contradictory. You have the Death card here. So Death card clearly shows that there is a change. There is a complete change. It's almost going to be a 180, if you will, as far as his talent and his future and his career is going to be concerned. And then with the mercurial energy, there's going to be a lot of changes. There's going to be a lot of back and forth. There's going to be a lot of drama with regards to him as an individual and also his career trajectory henceforth. But we have the Sun card. So you go, well, Kirtana, the Sun card is great. What do we make of it? Yes, the Sun rules Leo. Let's see where Leo is. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fourth house is his emotions, his home, his family roots, his mom, of course. So the fourth house signifies that, yes, his whole family life is going to be shaken up. His roots, everything is going to come into question. He's going to go through a very emotional up and down because his family, which means his family as in his wife and kids, and his family as in his biological family, which is his mother and father and all that stuff. But I don't know anything about his mom or dad. But his mother it's so odd, but I see that she is going to be, and she has been a very integral part of his life, not just as a mother would be to her child, but there's more to it in terms of the support, the kind of support she has given him, which relates to remember I said he falls into the first category as to how he's pushed forward because of his associations with certain people and organizations. His mother has something to do with that. Now, this is also concerning his kids. So I'm going to say that his relationship or how he relates to his kids are also going to come into play now. So I wouldn't be surprised if at some point in time they end up having a situation where he's kind of distanced himself from his wife, temporary. I don't know if they're going to be divorced or not. I don't wish that on anybody. But because of all this turmoil, they may decide that they need a little bit of separation. So then the kids will be going back and forth or whatever, that type of thing. So we have the Pluto card. I'll show you the cards. And then Aries, interesting. Jupiter and Virgo. So with Pluto, Pluto rules Scorpio, and Scorpio is about regeneration. Let me see where, actually I should have noted this down, y'all. It's my bad. Let me see. I need a piece of scratch paper, which clearly there we go. We have a scratch paper. So Taurus, Sun, Taurus, right? Moon and Sag. Venus and Gemini, right? I'm not going to take any of the others. Let's just leave that for now because I'm not doing an astrology for him. So, like a proper astrology reading for him. So, we have the Sun and Taurus, of course, the Moon and Sagittarius. No wonder the Wheel of Fortune also popped up, and the Wheel of Fortune was right under Cancer. You remember this? You remember this? Yeah. Okay. And we turn out with Jupiter here as well. Wow. So with Pluto, I'm going to say that yes, absolutely, there is going to be a whole lot of regeneration. He is at some point in time, because of this incident, I'm going to say that after a lot of reconfiguration, going and changing, turning, tweaking, repackaging, revamping, there's a whole, oh, excuse me, y'all. Woo, excuse me, I don't know where that came from. There is a whole bunch of regeneration, and with the Scorpio, Pluto ruling Scorpio, I'm going to say that a lot of internalization. He may not necessarily express it. Now, is he a bad person? Is he an evil person? Well, look, I don't know him personally, and who am I to judge that? But there is a lot of intense emotions right under the surface. And with this particular energy is why he naturally gravitated towards those specific organizations that affiliate themselves, or people who affiliate themselves to the specific organizations and groups that do all this other stuff. Let's just call it other stuff, okay? Then we have the Aries card. Look about that. Aries is in the 12th house, okay, for him, because he's a Taurus. Now, how does that play into it? So Aries in the 12th house is talking about karmas, hidden supports, institutions. So clearly, not only is he involved in these specific groups and organizations that do all this stuff, so is a significant other. Okay, so it is a kind of a understanding, and in all honesty, this is what has almost drawn them to each other. Now, I'm not doubting that they love each other or do this or not or whatever. This would have been also more like a convenient bringing together of two separate entities to form a much bigger, stronger entity. I feel that this relationship was like set up by force, by direction of certain individuals who are the puppeteers. Then remember, we have the air card and we have the death card and Jupiter. So throw Jupiter into this. So Jupiter is the planet that will expand everything. If it is positive, it will expand it. If it is negative, it will expand it. Now, I do not know his time of birth, so I cannot tell you exactly where Jupiter is or where Sagittarius is, or the degrees, of those planets in his chart. So there's no point even guessing, because this is another thing I tell a lot of people. Let me segue into a little bit of this. When people come to me and they ask for astrology readings and all that, and they don't have their time of birth, I always tell them, if you are not absolutely certain and sure of your time of birth, then don't guess. Please don't guess. If you're absolutely certain of your time of birth, we can go there, because if you guess, then it's wrong. Why guess, right? So if you don't have your time of birth, typically we defaulted to 12 noon, meaning 24 hours a day we divided, so we go for 12 noon. So that is a fairly acceptable procedure in the realm of astrology, based on what I know and the realm of astrology that I have been involved in and I have been, associated with and working with all these years. So the reason why the time of the birth and the place of birth are crucial is because it shows us the exact planetary positions at your time of birth, considering where you were born, because where the earth is rotating, so everything understand that. So if you say somebody was born at 12:20 in the afternoon in Houston, as opposed to somebody was born at say 11:50 in the morning in, let's say, California, there is a difference in terms of the planetary positions to the degree, if you know what I mean. So that would make a lot of difference. So having said that, let's go back to Jupiter. Jupiter, we don't have his time of birth, etc. I have his place of birth as Houston, Texas, but so I cannot tell you if there are any oppositions, etc. I'm not going to guess at that. It's not right to do so. This is a pretty intense case. So Jupiter is the kind of guy who will, expand. He will blow up everything, whether it's positive or negative or mediocre. He's just going to go more. So this whole situation, I'm also going to state at this point in time, there will be more casualties because of this particular incident. I don't wish anybody to pass, but the trauma that it's horrible. So there'll be more casualties regarding this particular situation, in terms of people who are going to come forth and claim how it has affected them, which is mentally, psychological, which is a great tragedy. I'm not in any way diminishing that. I wouldn't be surprised if they find out that due to the complications of being caught in this stampede, subsequently somebody else may pass. I wouldn't be surprised of that. Okay, then I have, like I said, the Sun card. Under that we have, you remember these guys, right? Wait, I'm not even holding it properly. You remember these guys? And then we have this. Oh, that helps, right? Let me just show you the back of the card. I'm sorry. There. So with the Virgo, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, fifth house. Fifth house is love affairs, speculations, kids, etc. So what I said regarding his kids, there's going to be a little bit of an issue there. They may not necessarily be living as a family unit for a brief period of time. They may kind of, separate a little bit. But I would also behoove him to make decisions going forth, keeping in mind that he's not just an individual and independent young man. He has, of course, he most certainly knows, like, he's got a family, he's not a bachelor anymore. But he needs to really protect his kids because of the trajectory of his life. It's like, how they say, I hate to say words such as this, but I don't have any other words, a better way to describe it. You make a pact with the devil, one way or the other, he's going to extract what he's going to extract. That's all I'm saying. So make the connections and connect the dots. My opinions, my observations, you form your own opinions, do your own due diligence, do your own research, and come to your own conclusions. Okay? Now, having said that, let's move on. No, I don't. I'm gonna. None of it is making sense, but we'll see. People have asked if his association, if this was a sacrifice. I'm not going to answer that question because I think I kind of made it clear in the first reading his associations with certain groups and etc. So, there's no point in me. I'm not going to do that. My question is going to be, is he going to bounce back from this? Okay. Yes, he will. Yes, he will. He is definitely going to bounce back from this. Which leads me to certain other observations. He is definitely going to bounce back from this. Let me calculate this. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 60, 78, 78, 88, 89, 95, 14, 4 plus 1, 5. Yes, he is definitely going to bounce back from this in terms of his career, but in terms of his personal relationships, his kids, not so sure, his family life, his personal relationships, it's going to be a little bit of a tough go. Now, what do I mean by that? Do I mean that he's going to separate? Whether he's going to divorce from Kylie or not, I don't know. I don't have her chart either. But I feel that come this winter time, this Christmas time, there is going to be some sort of a attempt made at trying to make nice back with the public. Okay, either he's going to say he will have a charitable, he'll have a concert and all the proceeds go towards the victim funding, or he'll say that a particular music track or whatever, he's going to make it free, and or whatever funds come, or if he doesn't make it free, whatever funds come from that, he is going to donate all of that towards the victims. Now, there's something significant that's going to come out with regards to Travis, his personal life, his career, everything around our March, by the end of March of 2022. What is that festival that we all celebrate? Oh my God, the Scottish or the English festival in March. Y'all, I'm having a moment again. What is it? Let me look it up because I have to find out. March 31st. Let me look at my calendar and it'll tell me January, February, March. St. Patrick's Day, right? So I was thinking of St. Patrick's Day. But definitely by the end of March, there's going to be something that's going to be revealed and it's going to come out with regards to this guy that can be a little bit salacious. Now, I am going to tell you folks one thing, right? Does he, I'm sure the insurance company and all that, when you have all these concerts, the people who promote all these concerts, etc., they have their own, insurance and all that stuff. They have to ledger to it. Even the security service providers and all that will do this. But I'm going to make one thing very clear. There has been an absolute hole in that aspect of organizing this particular event. Very, very, very inappropriate stage setup, like all that gaping mouth open and all. Oh no, no. Because, okay, so let me, for those of you who understand and who get what I'm about to say, of course the naysayers are always going to, whatever, they can. Bye bye, Felicia. We talk about energy attracting energy, right? If you set out positive energy, you attract positive energy. You set out negative energy, you attract negative energy. Like begets like. So when you are dabbling with such things as, or involved yourself into such organizations, you clearly have an agenda, you have a trajectory, you know what you have to do, because nothing comes easy. Sacrifices have to be made. You talk about hoodoo, black magic, voodoo, the occult and this and that, whatever you have, there are sacrifices that you need to make. What could those sacrifices be? People have said blood sacrifice, animal sacrifice, this, that, and the other. As we know, going back to history, they have always, and we've heard so many cases. There have been people who have dabbled in these things that have made human sacrifices. There was this big case going on in England just a few years ago, and that girl somehow survived, and she was talking about it, and people never believed it. They thought she was just cuckoo until they researched into it and found out another big story. So people have made sacrifices. They have sacrificed animals, they have sacrificed their fellow human beings as well. Do I condone it? Hell no, I don't condone it. Absolutely not. I mean, it's like, no. But then again, are they going to stop because I said don't do it? No, those people are going to continue to do what they want. Because they so believe in that. They so believe in that and they feel empowered by it. So let's not get into the psychology of it and do all of that stuff. They just believe in that, and that's their religion, their belief, their calling, their faith, and they just do it. I absolutely do not condone even animal sacrifice. Absolutely don't condone it. Now, having said that, when you dabble in that kind of stuff, they don't just randomly come out with a date for a concert. They choose specific dates and times where the planetary positions correlate and will provide the most or the best, most optimum opportunity or window of opportunity for you to set these things up such that XYZ happens. Now, did Travis go out there and say, I'm going to have so-and-so knocked off? No. But if you set the stage for a particular type of event, then those events are more easily and more likely to occur. So if you go, for example, if you have a need for surgery, you set a date with the doctor, they do all the preliminary testing, and then they'll make sure you don't eat anything or drink anything for 12 hours because of anesthesia. And then they have to set up the surgery, the surgery room, OR, with all the necessary tools that they need to perform the surgery in total, with total confidence that everything is going to go smoothly. But they go in there, they prep you, they put you under anesthesia, they go there and then they realize half the tools are missing. Then what do you think the outcome is? Or, they start the surgery and all of a sudden, God forbid, the patient who's undergoing surgery all of a sudden kind of, stops breathing, and then they don't have that, what do you call those paddles? I'm sorry, y'all. At the moment, anyway. And they don't have that, and they can't do the, resuscitate the patient or whatever. Then, what do you think the outcome is going to be? Right? So, the same way, if you set the stage for a particular certain events that you want to occur or happen, you are giving that particular occurrence a better chance of coming to fruition, right? You study for your exams, you go take your exams, there's a better chance of you scoring really high grades, but you don't study, then you're setting yourself up to fail. It's pretty much like that. So I feel that the whole stage, the way they had set it up and the way they had done that was very, very appropriate for his intentions. But for somebody who's on the other side and who sees these things from a different perspective, very inappropriate. Very inappropriate. People fall into all that, They say that, oh, it's just hot and happening. Even that t-shirt he was wearing, I don't know, y'all. It's... he is not the only entertainer who has signed up with certain groups and organizations for success. And he will not be the last entertainer to do that. And it's not just entertainers, there are a lot of very big, successful business people also who have signed up for this kind of a... Yeah, I'll just... I don't want to say words particularly because it's like, Okay, let's take a look at... I'm not going to use these cards. I'm not. Because I just realized... What am I doing here? There we go. These cards I don't generally use for... let me not use these cards. Bear with me, y'all. Because this is a very dark energy around this young man. And you know what? He needs to hold himself accountable for this, I don't care what anybody says. Again, people, oh, she's not a body language expert and all that stuff. No, I'm not a body language expert. Hang on one second. Oopsie. Okay. There's one more, ow. Hang on, you guys. There's one more deck that I want to use now. Of course, you all know how well organized I am, so my bad. Where is that deck even? Oh no. You better not be hiding from me, deck. Because that won't be right. There we go. Got it. Y'all, I couldn't do it, sleep because I had this crazy, I couldn't sleep all of last night. What is the time now for me? It's, it's about 8:55 in the morning. And I know I have, So, because this thing was playing in my head and I just couldn't sleep. And somebody, I'm not going to mention this person's name, but she had sent me numerous emails, like almost put a lot of pressure on me to do a reading for Torrance Sambo, which I did. Yeah, Torrance Sambo. I did this reading and I was about to post it, and for some reason I stopped. And I did this reading earlier and I stopped. I said, let me go check this lady's emails again, because I had asked her what is her connection to Mr. Sambo, and she said, oh, she's known him for a whole bunch of time. And then she said she was related through, or her partner was related, which is all fine. It's all, I understand. But she said not to post it online. So I was like, okay, so I sent her an email and I said, I'm curious to know why you don't want me to post it. Like, what's going on, But let's see if she, how I feel. And based on her answer, I'm not saying anything bad about her, because I don't see anything bad about her. And, I'm not going to just say, oh, something suspicious. But for some reason, instinctively, I felt don't just put your video out there, hold on for a second. So I was like, okay, I'm going to hold, I'm not going to rush whether to just give her the link so she can watch it or post it online. I'm kind of a bit hesitant about that. So let's wait and see what's going to pop up with that. Let me see if I want to use these cards. I have, woo! Ah, done it. Oh, that bothers me. That is just entirely my bad. Let me just set this because we don't need these cards right at the moment. There we go. What is this deck called? It's the Alchemy Deck. I will show you the cards. Can you all see? There. There. Well, I'll show you all the cards. Ooh, baby. All right. What happened, Bunny? Why did you run away? He's like, nope, I don't want to have anything to do with this reading. He's gone. All right, so let's take it from the top, right? We do have the Hierophant. So as we know, Hierophant is a Taurus card. He, to me, is telling me that he has completely conformed mind, body, and spirit, totally given into this particular, to the demands and the commitments that were asked of him by this certain group to facilitate a successful future, present and future. He has completely melded into that. He has signed his life away. No arguments about it. I don't care what anybody says. This is what I'm seeing. Then we have 2, which is the High Priestess, ruled by the moon. Mystical quietness. Something is very, very hidden. The High Priestess is also telling me that this could be a female figure, and I wouldn't be surprised if this is his mother, because I'm sensing it's his mom. It's not Kylie, it's his mom. So she could have facilitated, or a mother figure, or some older, more mature female who could have facilitated. Oh my goodness, as I'm saying it, I'm now shoot. I'm now getting the name of the person, but let's put it on a hold for a bit. It is either a mother figure, or an older female who is definitely facilitated and created, introduced him to these people, etc., who has, taken him in, he's paid his dues, he's completely melded into it, he's completely ingrained, totally. This is not... Look at that. Look at all the skulls she's standing over. Yeah, this is a bit graphic. Clearly, yes, I agree. Yes, I think... No, let me rephrase that. Yes, I think it is definitely one of those situations where it's some kind of a sacrifice type of a situation. And then you have the 6 of Pentacles. Now, what is the 6 of Pentacles? It's giving and receiving generosity. So I give you this, you give me that. I give you this, you give me that. A barter system. And then we have the 7 of Cups. Okay. too many choices, commitment issues. Yeah, you may think about that. He did have choices. He did have a moment of hesitation before he signed up. He was like, he did introspect. He did go inward as a hermit. He did think about it. He definitely thought about it, and he said, okay, do I really want to do this? What am I willing to sacrifice to get on this trajectory of success? And once you get on there, there's no turning back. There is no turning back. He gave a lot of thought to it. He almost did not sign up, because it's like, I don't know if I want to really sign up. But then he was shown an image of all the possibilities if he were to sign up. So finally he decided to sign up, and he was offered Bernie hair. He was, no, I just found Bernie's hair. He was, I tell you, I brush that dog every single day. After I take him out for his walk and come back home, sometimes twice a day, because when we walk him around where, there's a little bit of grass, and he's so furry, he picks up leaves and grass and all that stuff, and I try to make sure that no bugs are on him or whatever. So sometimes twice a day he gets brushed out. In spite of that, it's always snowing in the house. So the worst thing is when I get fine dog hair in my contact lenses, it's either because they're stuck on my finger or, somehow, oh my goodness. Ooh, that hurts. Anywho, so he was finally offered this cup. Now, and what did he do? He accepted it. He was offered, here you go, buddy. Have a sip of this. You're now ingrained, and you're on your merry way. Five of Swords, there's a little bit of violence, little bit of issues with relationships in terms of, you can almost call it abusive, but not necessarily physically abusive, but emotional. So I wouldn't be surprised if he was also, Travis was blackmailed a little bit or threatened a little bit. I don't know by whom, but it'll come. And now we have the Eight of Cups. So Eight of Cups is withdrawal, retreat, moving on, and wanting to abandon things. But no, he has kind of withdrawn a little bit now after this particular incident. Look at this, Queen of Pentacles. Oh, baby. So with the Queen of Pentacles popping up, it's saying, look, yeah, I understand that, you are a little scared because you didn't expect this to happen. That's because of your own foolishness. Did you not think something like this would happen? What is wrong with you? Having said that, this person is very resourceful, extremely resourceful individual. Knows how to manage money, knows how to manage a business. Why is this thing blinking? Is it not charged? Yeah. Knows how to manage money, knows how to manage a business, knows how to make the connections. Business-minded, very business-minded, this individual. And she's saying, dude, like seriously, what did you think was going to happen? What were you expecting? What were you expecting? Did you think this was not going to happen? Are you surprised? Why are you surprised? Don't act all surprised now, doofus. Don't act all surprised. And yeah, you knew what was going to happen. You knew what would most likely would happen. And now all of a sudden you're like, oh, whatever. No, wake up. The Sun card. Rules Leo. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fourth house again. The emotions. Again the mother. Again the home. Again the family roots. So all of those emotions are kind of bubbling over, and this is regarding the mother figure, maybe his biological mother or somebody who considers to be his mom, or somebody, an older female who is like a mother figure. There's a lot of emotions tied into it. There's going to be a lot going on over here. See, to have the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands pop up, this is, there is an older male also who is very, very, I'm not King of Wands and Queen of Wands, to have the court cards pop up, you have the Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, and the King of Wands. Now, the King of Wands, as we know, is somebody who's bold, who's courageous, who's willing to take action. So this fellow, this King of Wands, okay, is like, okay, let's stop with all the grieving. It's all over and done with. Now it's time to take action. What do we mean by action? I'm going to pull 2 more cards from this deck and I'm going to move on. Oh my goodness. Let's see, Aquarius, the star card. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10th house is career, reputation, morals, and life goals. Okay. So this King of Wands is saying, all right, we had this scenario. It's not the first time that's happened in the entertainment industry, which is true. And it's not going to be the last time. That's what this King of Wands is saying. I hope it never happens, period. And it's like, let's now go back to the drawing board and start reconfiguring, start thinking about the next plan of action regarding your career, your reputation, and your life goals. So there's a whole bunch of meetings going on behind the scenes with key figures, for lack of a better term, his handlers, let's call them that, or his agents. There's a lot going on. It's not all quiet and hunky-dory. There's a lot going on. I'm not in a situation, or let me rephrase that. At the moment, I am not feeling poor Travis. Like, I don't feel sorry for him for my own reasons. I don't feel sorry for him. I do have the list of names of all the victims. I'm not going to, somebody asked me, they sent me the information and they said, actually they sent me a couple of texts because they were wanting me to look into this. And for whatever reason, just that young lady's picture popped up first and the second half of the text came later or whatever. And I was just looking, and the second half of the text didn't come until now this morning. And I was looking at that young lady's picture and I did kind of get something, but I didn't want to make a video out of that and stuff. I just feel that the families of these victims are going through a lot of grieving, and then I because it's totally uncalled for. Completely innocent people. It could have been 120% avoided. They did not manage it very well. They were very lackadaisical about that. Very lackadaisical. Y'all, I'm telling you, somebody in the organization, like who sets up all this, is going to take a big hit for this. That individual is going to be made the scapegoat. I have a picture in my mind of what that person looks like, but wait, it'll come. So let's see what else is going on with Travis. Let's find out let's see. Yes, I'm holding the whole card upside down, so I will, I was holding the whole deck upside down, so that's why that popped up upside down, so I'm going to take it in revenge. Ha! Yeah, I'm now holding it correct. Revenge is 23. People are going to go after him. Travis, people are going to go after him. Not so much just literally like a civil suit and try to get money out of him and all of which naturally they'll do because it's uncalled for, right? There's definitely going to be a lot of backlash. People are definitely going to go after him financially, emotionally, sacrifice. Y'all, do I have to say anything more? This was 100% a sacrifice. I mean, this card is sticking out, so I'll take him or her. Atonement. Look, he's going to have to atone to his pay for his sins. Oh my goodness. These cards don't lie, man. I mean, they speak it. 23 and 7, that's 30, 61, 61 is 7. 7 is 7,000 is friends, marriage, partners, contracts, and relationships. Ooh, baby. His career is going to take a hit. Bride in a cage. What did I say about Kylie taking a step back? She's going to distance herself from this whole thing. Yeah, she's... he's going to try his best to separate her from this. She herself wants to separate herself from this whole scenario. She's like, I can't do this. Who do you think this is? Who was I talking about just now? Oh my goodness. So 43 and 7th house. Yes, again, back we go. Friends, marriage, partners, contracts, and relationships. Ay, ay, ay. Any which way you slice it, he is going to be stripped to his very core. Completely. 18, that's 9. 9th house is father, his intellect. I wouldn't be surprised if he's going to kind of take a reprieve and travel a little bit to wherever and kind of hide out. Oh my goodness. Oops. Hello. This to me tells me that whatever story they spin to the public, statements they release to the public, okay, it's a lie, but it's going to stick. So they will be able to make a statement that's, that's almost like trying to hide the truth. They'll never come out and tell the truth. They will never do that. And people will be like, oh, okay, accept it. Taurus, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9th house, back we go again. Yes, his intellect, he's going to be muddled up. He's going to detach himself. He's going to try to travel as his distant travel could mean he's mental, it could be physical travel, it could be mentally he's going to do his best to distance himself from this whole situation, and he's going to reach out to his father if he still has a father. I don't know if he does or not, or whoever the father figure is. Again, it is Taurus. There's this great need for hope and compassion, and he's trying very much to find, for somebody to have compassion towards him because he feels like he's alienated, of course. State of limbo. He's going to be stuck in the state of limbo for a while. So 10, 20, 27, 20, 32. 32 is 5. So his affairs, his kids, all under speculation. His relationship with his kids is kind of going to be a bit sketchy. People are going to do a lot of speculation on him, which, obviously. And his love interest, there's... was he going on with somebody else while he is married to Kylie or something? I don't know, y'all. I'm not trying to create a ruckus here. I'm just asking because this is saying love affairs, 5th house. I know he's married to Kylie, so I wonder what angle this is. What is this? I don't know what this is. Let's take a gander. Let's see what... Knave of Chalices. Okay. So He's carrying a lot of burden on him. There is a younger person involved with him. Maybe that's what I was seeing, the 5th house, that's love affairs, speculation, etc. Of course, the kids with situation is, yeah, I'm going to leave it at this, y'all. I'm going to end this right here, because I'm wanting to go there, but I don't want to go there. Ten of Wands. There's a lot of burden he's carrying right now. Too much stress, too much tension. Well, obviously, he's having a lot of thoughts. He's not going to be able to lay down the burden for a while. He's got a lot of thoughts going on in his head with regards to second guessing himself. I should have known, I should never have signed up, but a lot of introspection, to the extent of even trying to reach out to the church and all that stuff and saying maybe I should go back, and there's a lot of introspection going on. He's in for life. If he doesn't follow through on his commitments, then it's not going to behoove him. So I'm going to stop it for now at this, just because I don't want to go any further. There's most likely going to be another video about him, so we'll take it as it goes. Please tune in to my other videos, and I just wanted to again make an announcement. Friday, as usual, we have our live stream, right? It's at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, and the sessions, let's call them the sessions, for all things esoteric that I said I was going to have on the 1st and 3rd Saturday of every month. The first Saturday we did on November 6th. The 3rd Saturday would be November 20th, but I'm not having it on the 20th of November. I'm actually going to have it this Saturday. I'm preponing it by a week, and this Saturday the date is the 13th. Simply because I realized I was going to be traveling on the 20th, and I'm going to be driving. So if I leave after the live stream, I'll be driving all through the night, and I didn't want to do that. So we'll prepone it, do it this Saturday on the 13th, and then you will have 3 weeks to kind of get back into looking at your cards, familiarizing with your cards, playing with your deck, building on that, reading some material which I'm going to share with you all on the live stream. And then when we come back December, first Saturday of December, then y'all would have been already a little bit more well versed, and we can pick it up maybe at a slightly more advanced stage and get into that. Okay, so thank you again very much. I do appreciate all of you. I do want to say thank you to my subscribers who have stayed loyal, who have stayed true to this channel and believe in me. I so do appreciate it. It does mean a lot to me, particularly considering the backlash I got for that video I put up for Cleo Smith. It is what it is. They have their opinion. And I'm okay with the fact that, people have their opinions. For me, the most important thing is I'm glad she was found, right? But, my God, people, really, you can make your differences or your opinions known without having to resort to such foul language. Good Lord, y'all. That just shows yourself up to be who you really are, which is like, oh my God, fine. If you disagree, you disagree. I have to say, some people, their comments, very few, they had written made their disagreements known, but they were so polite and so classy. I so appreciate that. There's no need to bad on you, shame on you. Oh, well, you are who you are, I suppose. Have no coot. So there you go. Anyhow, I thank my subscribers. Without you all, this channel, no channel can survive on YouTube without subscribers. So if you're really creators, if you're really honest with it, we have to always appreciate you guys, and I certainly do. And I thank you so very much. All right, y'all. See y'all in the next video. Bye.